Hello, this is my analysis of a passage from the play The Importance of Being Earnest. So the passage that I chose is in Act 3, Part 2, and it is in the pages 73 and 74 of the PDF. So the context of this passage with the work as a whole is that it is right in the end of the story, so where all is revealed in the story, and it happens in the manor house, which is Jack's home in the country. So firstly, the themes of this passage and also of the work as a whole is firstly identity. So during the whole play, there is this dance, as we could say, with the identity, with Jack's identity, where his name is Jack, but he wants to be called as Ernest. And also in the end, when he figures out that he's actually called Ernest, this also happens with Algernon. But the theme of identity is one of the main ones in this passage, since it's when we finally discover that Jack's actual name and his origin. So the other theme, which can be seen in the whole play, is the Victorian society, which is characterized by this class-based society, where looks, clothing, and status within the society were very important. And the last theme that I identified in this passage are the coincidences, the incredible coincidences that we can see. And we start to notice that there will be this huge coincidence when Lady Bracknell suddenly, like her sudden reaction when she hears the name of Miss Prism. So right there, we can already see that the author is working on revealing all the coincidences of the story. So a few literary choices made by the author. Firstly, that the climax of the story is at the end, right at this passage that I chose. So during this passage is when the whole story culminates. So there was a build-up of expectations of a series of extraordinary coincidences that are all figured out in the end. So the author draws out this recognition scene of the play. So where we can see that Jack goes to absurd lengths to identify the handbag that Miss Prism lost, but Miss Prism also misses the implications of the handbag's reappearance. So if the handbag has been found, the baby has been found as well. But her comment is just that it was a great inconvenience being without the bag all these years. So, and the other literary choice made by the author is this play with words between Earnest, which would mean sincere, and the name Ernest, since Jack finally discovers that his life has not been a fiction, that he has indeed been earnest as the name and earnest as sincere during the years that he thought he was deceiving his friends and families. And this is a really elaborate pun that the author made. So for years he had been a liar, but at the same time he spoke the truth. He really was being both earnest and earnest. So, and this can be seen by this quote where Jack says, on the contrary, Aunt Augusta, I have now realized for the first time in my life the vital importance of being earnest.